Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the beach. So today you are going to get the long-awaited video of my cream puff recipe. So Ellen and I are just hanging out in the kitchen. Everybody's off doing
their thing,
sightseeing, and I thought this is the perfect time for me to film my cream puffs. So let's get started. To make my filling for the cream puffs, I do a couple of different things, and I like to do this first so it has time to chill. So I'm doing a double batch so I have enough to feed all of these animals that are here with us.
What animals?
The hungry animals. So I like to use instant French vanilla pudding.
Jello brand.
Yes. You can use your generic brand too. We got some crazy waves out there today. Just staring at the ocean. This is my favorite spot in the house. So for 2 boxes, normally you would use 4 cups of milk, but because we're going to be adding heavy whipping cream, we're just going to use 2. And if you're only doing 1 batch, just half of everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed, and we'll be right back. So I like to put my bowl in the freezer and get it nice and cold before I whip my cream. But normally I use a glass bowl or a metal bowl. This is all we have at the house. So I'm going to use a little more than a cup because I'm doubling. And we're going to beat this until it's whipping cream. So I like to get it right about here. This would be your whipped cream for your desserts. So we have probably just a nice peak there. But you definitely don't want to mix it too long because then you'll get butter. So now that we have our whipped cream all made, we're going to add our pudding. It's got nice and thick. I like to put it all on one side so I can fold it in all at once, not just a little bit at a time. And you don't have to be super careful with this. It's not going to break down the whipped cream. And the pudding will actually help it set up even a little stiffer. Makes the most delicious filling. It's not just straight pudding, it's nice whippy cream. And we'll have Ellen taste this. How is it, babe?
Pretty good.
So I'm going to pop this in the fridge. We're going to get started on our shoe. We're back, and we are going to boil 1 cup of water. 1 1 stick of salted butter. If you're using unsalted butter, you can put a pinch of salt in there. You have to break it up, that way it boils faster and the butter dissolves better. We'll give that a minute. So my favorite flour to use is, of course, Gold Medal, all-purpose flour. And we're almost to a boil here. It's just starting. Bring that rumbling up. So I have 1 cup of flour. So we did 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter, and we'll do 1 cup of flour. So we're looking to make our dough ball. And I like to shut my heat off at this point because you just want to continue to cook this to get the gluten going in your flour. So now is when I usually switch to a wooden spoon to cook my choux. And it should come into a nice ball. Just continue to cook it a little bit longer. So now at this point, you can add your eggs immediately, but I like to let mine cool just a little bit. So I'm gonna give that just a few minutes and let the steam come off of that so I don't cook my eggs while I'm putting them in. Like it's cooled off enough, I'm gonna go ahead and add my 4 eggs. And I'm gonna whip this as hard as I can once I get those eggs mixed in. So it looks kind of soupy and gloopy. Don't give up at this point. It'll all come together. And if you're on my channel, you know how to stir paint, so you get lumps sometimes, you can figure it out. Still looks gloopy. Keep stirring. And if you want, you can do this in a mixer, but I'm not going to do that. I'll do it by hand. So I have my ovens warmed up already too. This is what we're looking for. At this point, your arm will be broken. And this is where we're at. This is your choux for your cream puffs. Now we're going to put it on a cookie sheet. Okay, so here we go. I'm using a pretty good sized spoon, tablespoon. You just want to put a little dollop. You don't want to make them too big because you don't want your middle to be eggy. Out. You should get 10 out of this, and it's okay if you get them, you know, within an inch apart of each other because they come up more than they go out. All right, let's get these in the oven. That's all she wrote.
See, Brian would have to live here if we did this like on a regular basis.
They're done.
What's that?
So now we're just gonna let them sit and cool, and then we'll fill them. Okay, so they are cool enough for me to start filling. So I'm just gonna slice them in half and fill them. So I bake them long enough so they're not gooey in the middle. So all of this is nice and cooked. Light and fluffy. And one good heaping spoon of filling in that little pocket. And one little one on top of that. And that's all there is to it, guys. Simple recipe, easy to do, great for when you're having company, something light and fluffy. So when I get these all filled, I'll powder sugar them and you'll see them at the end. And here they are, cream puffs at the beach. These are for my girls when they get back from their sightseeing adventures. But I'll put the recipe down below in the description. Click like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell next to the subscribe button for notifications for all my new videos. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. We will do a taste test, I promise. So here are my two taste testers, Ellen Welch on the left and Brian, Spontaneous Creations by Brian on the right. Okay guys, have a bite.
Cheers. They're awesome.
What do you think?
Those are awesome.
Al?
I need a second bite. I'm losing my filling.
I love that filling.
Good.
What is
Very
that
good.
filling called? Is it a buttercream or?
No, it's whipped cream and pudding mix
Really?
to make them rich and decadent. So there you go, guys. 2 happy campers.
Very, very good.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye now.
Okay, so here are my two taste testers, Ellen Welch on the left and Brian, Spontaneous Creations by Brian on the right.
But he's on my right.
But that's not on my camera. So
Okay.
they're gonna taste them for you guys.
Cheers. Mm.